Importing a car into the United States is nothing new. With a simple Google search, you can find countless articles and YouTube videos explaining exactly how to get your dream car into the United States. Right now, the JDM car market is huge. Cars like the Nissan Skyline GTR, Acura NSX, the Toyota Supra, the RX-7 from Mazda, these are all cars that people desperately want to have, and they're bringing them over from Japan into the United States at a rapid rate.
Container ships, mostly from Asia, stretching across the horizon.
Well, maybe not so rapid after all, but you get the idea. Since my RX-7 is exactly how I want it to be, it's time to reveal my next project car. Hi, I'm Aaron Forster and welcome to Aaron's Eccentric Garage. So to start off, I need to first say that no, I am not selling my dream car, my Mazda RX-7. This has been my dream car and always will be my dream car. But it will always be 99% done, meaning that I'm sure something else will catch my eye, something I'll want to add to it down the road, but in the meantime, something else has caught my eye. Now, for those who don't know, the United States has a very strict set of laws when it comes to importing cars from other countries. It's called the 25-year rule. Now, in short, if a car is older than 25 years, it can be imported into the United States legally. Now, there are some exceptions to this rule, like the race car rule or show and display, but those are the exception and it's very limited in what you can and cannot do. Any car that is brought into the United States that's not meeting that criteria of the 25-year rule can be impounded, destroyed, and the owner is ultimately fined very heavily. While everyone seems to be looking at the Japanese market for those 1990s heroes, about 2 years ago, I actually started looking for my next adventure. Now, instead of looking across the Pacific, I actually looked across the Atlantic towards the United Kingdom. As someone who grew up playing Gran Turismo on my PlayStation and watching classic episodes of Top Gear, I actually developed a long-distance love with an automobile brand that hasn't been in the United States realistically since the 1970s, and that is TVR. This little British boutique automaker in Blackpool, England, actually started building cars in 1946, and very similar to how Carroll Shelby took an American V8 and crammed it into the British Ace Roadster, giving us the Cobra, TVR also relied heavily on using engines from other manufacturers. Now, this was the case all the way up until the 90s, where former CEO Peter Wheeler decided that TVR needed to focus on designing and building their own in-house engines for their sports cars.
Basically, we designed the engine as a race engine. It was my idea at the time that if we wanted to expand, we ought to make something that we could sell to other people. So we've ended up with a 75-degree V8 with a flat plane crank. The bottom half of the engine up to the heads is exactly as you would see in a current Formula One engine.
It was in 1996 that the TVR Cerbera made its debut with the proprietary engine from TVR known as the AJP8 or the Speed 8. Now, although the 1996 model has been legal to import into the United States since last year, it's taken me about 2 years of hunting online, talking with various owners to find the ideal Cerbera that I wanted to bring to the United States. In the coming weeks, I plan on doing a series of YouTube videos that's going to be about what it took me to find my Cerbera, what to look for if you plan on shopping for one, the process of importing from the UK to the United States, but ultimately sharing with you picking up the car in Los Angeles to have one of the first TVR Cerbera in the United States. So please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated whenever I post a new video documenting this whole process of bringing over a TVR Cerbera into the United States. And until next time, enjoy these clips of TVR exhaust.
And 2 or 3.